Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about the common emitter tuned amplifier. So we know that the common emitter amplifier will amplify the input signal. So if you include a tank circuit means which is a combination of either inductance and capacitance or inductance and resistance or the combination of resistance, capacitance and inductions. So the combination of inductance, capacitance and resistance will constitute the tank circuit. So if you place this tank circuit in the input circuit or output circuit, we can able to select the frequency. That is, if we are going to select a frequency of 93.5 megahertz frequency, accordingly we can, that is for the frequency 1 by 2 pi LC or 1 by 2 pi RC and so on. So depending upon the values of the inductance and capacitance, we can calculate the desired frequency from the tank circuit. So we can select the frequency, a fixed frequency, by the combination of this inductor and capacitance. So this combination of inductance and capacitance and the inductance and the resistance, inductance, capacitance and the resistance is called as tank circuit. So tuned amplifier will select a particular frequency by using this tank circuit. So we can select the frequency from the input circuit or we can select the frequency from the output circuit. So the amplifiers which are having the tank circuit in the output or the input sections is called as a tuned amplifier. So if it is connected in common emitter configuration, it is called as common emitter tuned amplifier. Common emitter tuned amplifier is the amplifier which amplifies the selected signal in order to modulate through longer distances. Then what is the circuit diagram for this common emitter tuned amplifier, which is having the tank circuits in the input and output circuits? So this is the current source, IS is the current source. In parallel with that current source, we will have the resistance RS. Let the input circuit is having the tank circuit, which is the combination of L1 and C1. So here the tank circuit is the parallel combination of the inductor L1 and capacitor C1. And here we will have the input capacitance C3. This is connected to base of the transistor. So and the base of the transistor is directly connected to the emitter. Emitter is grounded, base is connected through the coupling capacitance C3. Input circuit is having a current source in parallel with the resistance RS, and also it is having the tank circuit called as the input tank circuit, which is the parallel combination of inductance and capacitance. And in the output circuit, we will have another tank circuit, which is the combination of inductance L2 and capacitance C2. and from the output circuit we will have a resistance called R bias, which is the bias resistance between the tank circuit and the base of the transistor. So in the input circuit we will have the current source in parallel with the combination of the resistance Rs, and we will have a input tank circuit, which is the parallel combination of inductance and capacitance with the blocking capacitance C3, and the emitter of the transistor is grounded. The base of the transistor is connected to power supply through the bias resistance R bias, and in the collector region we will have a tank circuit, the parallel tank circuit, which is the combination of inductance and capacitance C2. Here we will have a coupling capacitance called C4, and the output is taken across the load resistance RL. So this is the total common emitter tuned amplifier circuit, having the two tuned circuits in the input and output section. A particular frequency of the input signal should be selected in the input circuit, and it is amplified in the output circuit. For example, if I want to select a frequency of 82 megahertz, accordingly we will select the values of L1 and C1. This signal should be amplified in the output, which is also a 82 megahertz frequency but in a amplified form. So input signal will be given at this input circuit, output will be collected across this load resistance. So here the input tank circuit is L1 C1, the parallel combination of L1 C1, and the output circuit tank circuit is the parallel combination of L2 and C2. C3 and C4 are called the blocking capacitance. The purpose of this blocking capacitance is they will block the high frequencies. Since we are going through the small signal analysis, that is, these circuits are suitable for low frequencies, this C3 and C4 will block the high frequencies. And R bias, this is the bias resistance which supplies the current to the base. So this power supply will provide the base current through this bias current. So this is the total circuit diagram of the common emitter tuned amplifier. So in order to calculate, our aim is to calculate always to find out the gain. So what is the gain? In terms of voltages, the output voltage divided by input voltage, that is how much amount of signal will be amplified in the output. In the output section will be calculated using the term called gain. Gain is the ratio of output voltage with that of the input voltage. So in order to calculate this gain, first we should draw what is the hybrid pi equivalent circuit of this common emitter tuned amplifier. So in the hybrid parameter we have a resistance called RBB dash. We have assumed that this resistance is the resistance between the base terminal B and the interbase terminal B dash, which is always a negligible value. So here I am neglecting the resistance RBB dash. So let us draw what is the hybrid pi equivalent circuit of common emitter tuned amplifier. The same circuit with hybrid parameters. So in the input circuit we will have the current source IS in parallel with the resistance RS. here we will have the capacitance C1, that is the tank circuit capacitance, in parallel with the combination of inductance L1. And in the hybrid pi equivalent circuit we will have a resistance called RB-E, and in parallel combination with a capacitance called CB-E. So here RB-E is the resistance between the interbase terminal and the emitter terminal, and CB- is the capacitance between the B- interbase terminal to the emitter terminal. And here we will have a capacitance called CCB-. So here CCB- is the capacitance between the collector and the base terminal. So here we will have a current source called as GM into VI, where GM is the current gain and VI is the input voltage. So here we will have the output resistance, that is RC, resistance across the collector, and the output capacitance called CC, that is the capacitance across the collector region. And we will have the inductor and capacitor, that is the tank circuit, which is L2 and C2. And in the output circuit we will have the load resistance. So across the load resistance we will calculate what is the output voltage. Here we will have the input voltage. So this is the pi equivalent circuit of common emitter tuned amplifier. So in the common emitter, in the hybrid pi equivalent of common emitter tuned amplifier, we will have a current source, the parallel combination of current source with resistance RS, the inductance and capacitance, the input resistance, that is RB-E, and input capacitance. These two terms RB-E and CB-E are the input resistance and the input capacitance of this common emitter tuned amplifier. And CB-, here we can also call it as the feedback capacitance. And in the output circuit we will have a current source in parallel combination with the collector resistance and collector capacitance with the tuned circuit L2 and C2, and in a parallel combination of load resistance RL. So this is the hybrid pi equivalent model of a tuned amplifier. This total circuit, this total circuit, this IS RS parallel combination of L1 C1 input resistance and input capacitance. This total section is the input circuit of the common emitter tuned amplifier. This capacitance is the feedback capacitance. This total combination of current source in combination with output resistance, output capacitance, in parallel with the tank circuit components, that is L2 and C2, and the load resistance. This total section corresponding to output circuit. So this is the input circuit, this is the feedback capacitance, and this is the output capacitance. If you consider the output circuit, from this circuit the load resistance is in parallel combination with the output resistance, and here we will have two capacitance in parallel combination and one inductance. Let us assume that this resistance is also having a resistance R2. Every component will have a resistance. Resistance is having some resistive value. Similarly, the capacitance and inductance will also have the resistance. That resistance is called reactance. So the reactances of the inductance is 1 by j omega L, and the reactance of capacitance is j omega C. So that is, every component, every electrical component will have some resistance. So the inverse of resistance is conductance, whereas for inductance and capacitance it is called as admittance. Admittance and conductance are equal, resistance and reactance are equal for capacitance, especially for the components capacitance and inductance. Here we assumed that this inductance will also have the resistance R2. So this is the total hybrid pi equivalent circuit of a common emitter tuned amplifier. So if we want to calculate the gain, so there are several components of LC in this circuit. So we should simplify this circuit according to node analysis. So what is node analysis mean? Simply representing the circuit in terms of admittance is called as node analysis. Admittance is nothing but, what is the admittance? Admittance is nothing but the conductance. Conductance is the inverse of the resistance. So let us indicate this hybrid equivalent circuit with that of a node analysis in order to calculate the voltage gain. So it is the simple circuit having the current source Is, with Y1. Y1 is the input admittance. Y1 is, that is input resistance. What is the resistance for this total circuit is represented with Y1, excluding this Is. These all components resistance or admittance, conductance is represented with Y1. That is, Y1 is the conductance or admittance of Rs, C1, L1, Rb dash E and Cb dash E. Here this is the feedback capacitance. Let the feedback capacitance or the admittance is represented with Yf. And here we will have the current source called as Gm into Vi. And we have the output admittance Y2. So from this we will calculate what is the input voltage. From this we will calculate what is the output voltage. Here Y1 is the input admittance. Admittance is nothing but the inverse of the resistance. And here Yf is the feedback admittance. And Y2 is the output admittance. This is the node analysis of common emitter tuned amplifier. So let us write what are these Y2, Y1 and Yf. So what is Y2? Output admittance. So Y2 is the output admittance. Here we will have several resistive components. So RL, RC are the two output resistance. Simply here we will write down the inverse, that is 1 by RC plus 1 by RL plus for inductance. So we assume that the inductance will also have the resistance. So for inductance the admittance is 1 by R2 and its reactance is J omega L2. So this is the total admittance for this inductance having the resistance R2, 1 by RC plus 1 by RL plus 1 by R2 plus j omega L. So for these two capacitances, the admittance is j omega into Cc plus C2. This is the output admittance. All the resistances of the components are grouped together to form the output admittance. Similarly, the input admittance Y1 can be written as, here we will have two resistances, that is 1 by Rs plus 1 by R B dash E plus, so here we will have inductance 1 by j omega L1 plus two capacitances, that is j omega into input capacitance C B dash E plus C1. So this is the output admittance, this is the input admittance, and the feedback admittance is simply YF. Here we are having only one capacitance, hence the admittance is j omega C CB dash. This is the hybrid pi equivalent circuit of common emitter tuned amplifier. This is the input circuit, this is the output circuit, and this is the feedback capacitance. This can be simplified by the node analysis with the three terms called Y2 called admittance. Here the admittance is nothing but the inverse of the resistance. Output admittance is represented with Y2. Similarly, input admittance, this is feedback admittance. So by choosing these components, we have write down this admittances value. Now our aim is to calculate the voltage gain. What is the voltage gain here? So this is the input circuit and this is the output circuit. Let I1 be the current passing through this input circuit and I2 be the current passing through this closed circuit. Then the current equation for the output circuit is so here the elements are Y2, Y1 and YF. These are the admittances of the output circuit, input circuit and the feedback circuit. So from this is the closed circuit. Here the output voltage across this Y2 is Y0. Here the voltage across this terminal is GM into VI. This is the feedback admittance. So across this admittance the voltage is VI. So for this closed circuit, from the node analysis, this is the closed circuit and here the voltage term is GM into VI plus here the voltage across this one is V2 into Y2 plus, so here this feedback capacitance is also drawing some voltage. So due to that voltage there is some voltage drop across this closed circuit. So that effect is here the admittance is YF, Voltage is the difference between the output voltage and the input voltage, that is V0 minus Vi is equal to 0. So for this closed output circuit from the node analysis, the voltages are, so across this term this is fixed one, Gm into Vi. So across this voltage is Y2 into V0 plus some voltage drop is occurred due to the feedback admittance, that is Yf. Here the voltage is V0 minus Vi is equal to 0. So if you separate these Vi and V0 terms, that is Gm into Vi plus V0 into Y2 plus Yf into V0 minus Yf into Vi is equal to 0. Then Vi Gm minus Yf plus V0 of Y2 plus Yf is equal to 0. Then V0 of Y2 plus Yf is equal to Vi of Yf minus Gm. Then V0 by Vi, that is voltage gain AV is equal to Yf minus Gm by Y2 plus Yf. Voltage gain is equal to V0 by Vi is equal to Yf minus Gm by Y2 minus Y2 plus Yf, where Y2 is the output admittance and Yf is the feedback admittance. So hence the voltage gain AV is equal to Yf minus Gm by Y2 plus Yf. Here Yf is comparatively very small one when compared to current gain. Yf is the admittance due to, admittance means the conductance due to capacitance. Capacitance is the small element here, so which is the blocking capacitance, and Gm is the current gain. So we can neglect this Yf, and hence the voltage gain will be minus Gm divided by Y2 plus Yf. Let us write this Y2 plus Yf as Y0. What is Y0 here? Y0 is Y2 plus Yf. So this gain will be having the negative sign. So if you want to get the maximum gain value, then the total admittance should be in a having a phase shift of 180 degrees. That is, if it provides a negative feedback of 180 degrees, then this negative sign and this negative sign get cancelled. We will get the total positive value. When this admittance value will get 180 degrees phase shift is this, if this value is equivalent to Y0 is equivalent to one plus j omega q d to effective divided by r d2 effective. So this is the fixed value. Whenever the total admittance is equivalent to 1 plus j y q2 effective divided by r d2 effective. So here q2 effective is called as the effective q factor, and r d2 effective is the effective resistance. So this is the voltage gain of common emitter tuned amplifier. If you are able to remember these terms, you can write or you can leave up to this section. So what is Y0? Y0 is nothing but the output admittance plus feedback admittance, that is 1 plus jy. Here Y is the admittance, input admittance, and divided by Q factor. This Q factor effective resistance is nothing but, since it is the output effective resistance, it is simply 1 by R d2 effective is simply 1 by RC 1 by RL plus CC plus C2 plus including feedback capacitance CB dash divided by L2 is the resistance of the inductance divided by L2. So this is the effective resistance, inverse of the effective resistance. And Q2 effective, that is effective Q factor, is nothing but omega naught into CC plus C2 plus CB dash multiplied by R d2 effective. This factor multiplied by the capacitance with that of omega. So these two terms can be written as like this. So if we substitute this Y0 value in this equation, we will get minus Gm divided by Y0 is 1 plus Jy Q2 effective divided by R d2 effective. This is the gain of the tuned amplifier in terms of effective resistance and the Q factor. So in the examination you can write up to this part. If the time permits, you can also write these terms in terms of capacitance and resistances also. This is regarding the common emitter tuned amplifier. Common emitter tuned amplifier is the amplifier circuit which is used to amplify the selected signal. So we can place a tuned circuit in the input circuit and the output circuit such that the gain of the amplifier can be calculated like this.